everyone, this is Monica from #Goals English. Today's lesson is American English pronunciation, the letter sounds and IPA symbols, made simple. So this is meant to be an overview of all of the sounds and their corresponding symbols in the IPA. But why should I learn IPA? And what is it? IPA stands for International Phonetic Alphabet. And what's great about the IPA is that there's one symbol per sound. You probably know that in English, the sounds don't match the letters all of the time. So when you learn the IPA, it'll help you distinguish between the different sounds. Now, all of the dictionaries don't use IPA. A lot of the American dictionaries don't. So if you want a dictionary online that uses the IPA for pronunciation, go to learnersdictionary.com. So you might be still asking, why should I learn IPA? What is it? AKA, why is learning English pronunciation so hard? So I've made another video going a little bit further into this topic, but for now, let's get straight to the symbols. So there's lots of symbols aside from the letter sound symbols in the IPA, but the one I want to teach you is the stress. Stress is important to know where to put the stress, right? So if it's just a one-syllable word, it goes at the beginning, right? Cat. There's only one way to stress it, cat. So oftentimes in my lessons, I leave that off. Now, if it's a longer word, for example, communication, the stress will go in front of the syllable that is stressed on the top. Now, if you see a bottom one, as in communication, that's a secondary stress. Communication. Communication. Okay, so let's get to the letter sounds. So first we have vowels. And I think we've all learned that the vowels are A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. But what exactly is a vowel sound? What makes it a vowel? Vowel sounds are unblocked. That means the air just comes out, right? Ah, eh. It's not blocked by the teeth, mouth, throat, or tongue, like t, right? T sound you block with your teeth. The sounds can also be sustained. This is why when people sing, they go ah, right? Instead of right? I mean, you can, but it'd be difficult. So let's start with the short vowels. So we have short A is as in cat. Cat. Short E, 10. 10. Short I, sit. Sit. Okay, short O, dog. So you see those triangles pointing at each other? That indicates length. So even though this is called a short vowel, it's actually a longer sound. Dog. It's helpful to realize that a lot of short O words are spelled with an A, like call and father. You'll also see these two symbols sometimes, but that's usually an indication that you're in a British dictionary. For most general English dialect, those have combined to the single sound ah that you see in the middle symbol. Short U is this upside down triangle. Cup. Cup. Long A, cake. Cake. Long E. So you see those triangles again we talked about that indicate length. E, C, right? So it's held out longer. When it's at the end of a word that's spelled with a Y, it's usually a little bit shorter. Happy. E, happy. So C versus happy. Long I, bike. And I think you might have noticed by now the long letters are the letter names. A, E, I. Okay. Long O is O, bone. Long U. Now there's two long U's. There's a U without the Y sound as in oo, tube. And with the Y sound, which in the IPA is actually a J, cube. So it has a U, cube, versus oo, tube. We're coming into letters now that don't necessarily have specific names. If they do, not everybody knows them. So I just like to reference them by by the spelling and by the word. So this sound is often spelled with O-O, O-U, or U, as in book, book. You'll also see it with the U as in put, put, and O-U, wood, wood. Okay, so now this sound is often confused with the long U that we looked at before, right? So we see that good versus food. So these two are especially helpful to learn so you don't get them confused. It's not good food, it's good food. So now we have ow, which is most often spelled with an OW or OU, as in cow or house. Ow, cow, ow, house. Oi, OI, as in coin, or OY, as in boy. And then we have the schwa, which is, I don't know why, but it's my favorite one. So this little upside down E is an unstressed vowel sound. So any of the written vowels A, E, I, O, U, and Y can become a schwa. So we see it in a word like banana, right? So we have two schwas there. Ba-na is short A, and then na, the schwa again. Banana. So we also see this in the word the, and the word is a schwa that is a word all by itself. Next we have R-controlled vowels, which are often some of the hardest sounds to learn in English. They are letter combinations like E and R together that make a very specific sound. It's sustained, right? You can hold it out, but it is partially blocked by the R. So it's kind of in between a vowel and a consonant, right? So right? The R, when you make R, you're not touching your tongue anywhere, so it's only partially blocking the sound, not fully. So let's take a look at some of these. So if you only learn one of these symbols, learn this first one, the ER, IR, UR, that basic right? So we have as in bird, or teacher, or nurse, The rest of these will just be a variation of that, right? Like or, we add that O, right? Or, as in door. Long E, ear. And then that A symbol, which is actually a short O sound, right? Like cop, car, air. And so you see in these words with the RY, it's stronger on that beginning R sound, as opposed to bear-y, right? Berry. So you won't see that little squiggly sound in these words. Okay, consonants. Consonants are blocked sounds, so they can be blocked in the throat, like G, G, or blocked with the tongue, like N, N, blocked with the teeth, like T, T, or blocked with the lips, like M or B. So most consonants cannot easily be sustained, right? So you can't go B forever. So that's what makes it different than a vowel. So let's look at these. So the good news is with consonants, a lot of them are the same IPA symbol as the written English letter. So if we take a look, B, bat, D, dog, F, face, H, hand, M, man, N, no. And we have some more that are the same. P, paint, S, sun, T, time, V, van, W, water, Z, zebra. Okay, so a note about R. So R, technically the IPA symbol for the R in American English is this upside down R. But in most dictionaries I've seen, they have it right side up just for simplicity. The right side up R is actually a different sound in IPA, but it's a sound we don't have really in American English, so we use this. So it'll be R, river, river. And then a quick note about the K. A lot of times, as you probably know, C makes a K sound, so you'll see that in the IPA. K, cake will have two K sounds, k, ache. Now, a note about the T's and D's. I can do a whole other lesson on this. This gets really confusing because there aren't very many different symbols for these different kinds of sounds. But a beginning T is a little bit different than an ending T. So beginning T will have that puff of air, t, time. At the end, it's held. So it's called a held T. And it's like you're about to make the T, but you don't let out the puff of air. Bat, bat. So the tongue just stays, bat. There's a similar thing happening with D, even though you don't have a puff of air, there is a stronger sound in the beginning. So beginning D, dime, dime. Where at the end it is held, bad, bad. So my tongue is staying there. So this brings us to the flap T. So there's often a lot of confusion with the flap T, right? Because in the IPA, it's still written as a T, but most accent coaches will teach you to say it as a D sound, right? Like it's not water, it's water. So that flap T is actually, it's happening so fast, right? It sounds like a D sound, water, water. And same with the word, it's not batting, it's batting, batting with a D sound. So I simplify in my lessons the flap T to a D because it's just easier. But if you look it up in the dictionary, it's going to show you that T. So another point of confusion might be the light L, also called clear L, and the dark L. So a light L comes at the beginning of a word or syllable, and a dark L comes at the end of a word or syllable. Now the dark L will have kind of a hidden vowel before it. So let's look at the light L. L, leaf, leaf. Dark L, ul, ball, ball. Now some people will say that this is a symbol for the dark L, and it is. You'll see it in other languages, but as far as I've seen in most American dictionaries, you will not get the benefit of that extra symbol. So you have to know that the ending L has a little extra before it, right? Ball. All right, so I like to put these sounds together because it can get a little confusing. So in the IPA, a Y sound, y, is written as a J. So y, yes. Then we have a J sound, also called a soft G, which is with this kind of weird symbol here, J, as in judge, judge. So there's two there. Even though it's spelled with J and a DG, there's just this soft G sound, judge. And then we have a regular G, which is spelled with a regular G, as in g, go, g, go. And so you'll see, if you don't know how to say this word, you look in the dictionary, you say, okay, it's not germ, it's germ, soft G. Next we have NG, sing, sing, and j, as in vision. So this is a sound borrowed from French. You'll see it in the French name Jean, and it looks kind of like half of the symbol for judge, j. So they're kind of similar sounds. Next we have two TH sounds, and so this will help you know, if you look this up, which one to use. So we have the voiceless TH, as in think, and the voiced TH, as in mother. So the voiceless, think, voiced, mother. Next we have an unvoiced SH, right? Shop. And a voiced CH, cheese. If I wanted to do a comparison, it would be SH, shop, CH, chop, shop, chop. Last but not least, I wanted to point out these letters that don't have really their own IPA symbol because they're already covered under other symbols, right? So the QU sometimes is pronounced like a K, but most often you'll see it qu, which is a K and W sound together, as in queen. X has a KS sound, x, as in fox. And PH will have F sound, as in phone. Okay, so I know that was a lot of information. you probably want to look at it again, maybe take notes, and you're gonna look for an IPA chart. Well, this is the official chart, and it's really confusing because it doesn't only have the American English sounds on it, it has sounds for all kinds of different languages, which is great if you're a linguist and you want to learn all of the IPA symbols. But if you're just wanting to learn the ones specific to American English, it gets very confusing. So what I've done for you is created cheat sheets. So there's one for consonants and one for vowels. And what you can see here is that I have the vowel or the consonant name, I have the IPA symbol, and then a cue word. So your cue word is going to be the word that I think is going to be the easiest to help you remember that sound, that word, that cue word in the IPA, and then other common spellings or examples. So if you see here, short A, cat, IPA cat. Then we also have apple, bat, bad, mat, and a spot for notes. So if you want access to this cheat sheet, it's printable. You can take your own notes on it. You can keep it on your computer as a PDF for reference. Just head over to the link below to sign up for my email list to get updates on new lessons, courses, etc. All right, everyone, that's all for American English pronunciation, the letter sounds and IPA symbols made simple, brought to you by #GoalsEnglish, helping you reach your English goals. That's all for today. Keep practicing. See you later.